So this Abercrombie and Fitch-ish. Hey, yo. We gotta keep the same energy that we kept with this Diddy-ish. That's all I'm finna say. What's happening, people? It's the homie Smitster 400 coming at you straight off the Ave, and this is Smitster Reacts. One time salute to all the subscribers, new and old, wherever you at, all around the world. And if you made it to this video, go ahead, man, give us a like and subscribe. New content daily. Now, I gotta say, apologies to my subscribers. I took a little hiatus. Everybody needs a little time to themselves, get their mind right, you feel me? But we back at it, all right? So check this out, bro. This Abercrombie and Fitch-ish. If we being totally honest, we gotta keep the same energy because it's crazy. And if you're not familiar, bro, Indictment was just read off, and it's some crazy ish in there. They talking forced actions, they talking muscle relaxers, they talking injections. It's wild. Matter of fact, let's get right to the clip, man. And look, just take a listen, because this is just wild.
So here's what's alleged in the indictment. Jeffries and Smith employed James Jacobson to act as a recruiter to find men. Jacobson engaged in, quote, tryouts with men across the world where he would typically pay them to engage in sex acts with him. Following the tryouts with Jacobson, Smith would often then personally approve whether the men who were selected would meet Jeffries and Smith.
So off the rip, right? Tryouts? This is tryouts. So before you get to the guys, you got to go through the guy type ish. Telling y'all, it's madness. Let's continue.
The defendants would fly the selected men to Jeffries and Smith's homes in the Hamptons in New York City, or to hotels around the world in such places as England, France, Italy, Morocco, and St. Bart's, for the purpose of attending events to engage in commercial sex. But beyond simply hiring men for sex, Jeffries, Smith, and Jacobson used force, fraud, and coercion to traffic those men for their own gratification. For example, as alleged, the defendants employed a referral system and an interview process that did not inform the men of the details of the sex events before they attended, including the full extent and nature of the sexual activity that would be required of the men at these events.
So not only are there tryouts, but these people are being, you know, led astray, to say the least, walking into some ish blindly, you feel me, and then, you know, being forced to participate. Like I said, we gotta keep the same energy, if not go harder, but keep the same energy, bro. At least keep the same energy, because both instances are instances that are alleged, as far as Diddy's scenario and as far as the Abercrombie-ish, right? It's both alleged, but at the same time, it's both sick. So let's keep the same energy with this, people. Let's go.
They caused the men to believe that attending these events could yield modeling opportunities with Abercrombie or otherwise benefit their careers. Smith and Jeffries employed a secret staff to operate these events. The staff ensured that the men signed non-disclosure agreements and handed over their personal items, such as their phones, before the start of the events to maintain the secrecy of these events. The defendants caused the men to believe that not complying with requests for certain acts, sex acts, during the events could harm their careers. The defendants pressured the men to consume alcohol, Viagra, and muscle relaxants known as poppers during the events. And they required the presence of staff during the activity and ensured that the men did not leave the events until Jeffries and Smith decided that the sessions were over.
I'm just baffled because it's like you forcing these people to do this, man. That's some sick ish. You gonna take these muscle relaxers. You know what the muscle relaxers is for, right? And if you don't know what the muscles relaxers, put one and one together, you feel what I'm saying, to get to it. You feel what I'm saying? But look, man, let's get back to this, bro. This is just sick.
Also, as alleged, on more than one occasion, Jeffries and Smith either directed others to inject or personally injected men with an erection-inducing substance for the purpose of causing the men to engage in sex acts the men were incapable of engaging in or unwilling to engage in.
That is sick. You gonna force their Lord have mercy.
Additionally, the indictment alleges on more than one occasion when men did not or could not consent, Jeffries and Smith violated the bodily integrity of these men by subjecting them or continuing to subject them to invasive sexual and violent contact by body parts and other objects. As alleged in the indictment, Jeffries
and other objects. Let that marinate for a little bit. And other objects.
Smith and Jacobson didn't just carry this activity on for a couple of occasions. Their sex trafficking and prostitution enterprise lasted at least from the end of 2008 until early 2015. During that period, the defendants hired dozens of men and transported them to New York and around the globe. They spent millions of dollars on a massive infrastructure to support this operation and maintain its secrecy. This included hundreds, thousands of dollars of cash for commercial sex, prolific amounts of money for staff to run the sex events, money for domestic travel, international travel, hotel rooms, services from a security company, and Jacobson's salary, among other things. Now, this investigation remains ongoing. Although there are 15 John Does identified as victims in this indictment, this interstate prostitution venture encompassed dozens and dozens of men. And I encourage anyone with information about this case, including anyone who was a victim of the defendant's alleged crimes, to contact the FBI.
So there you go, man. That is a lawsuit full of super sick claims. These people are being taken advantage of. Kind of the same thing they saying in the Diddy situation, where, like, you know, you have people thinking they're gonna get contracts, they're gonna have, you know, their career taken a little further in exchange for these acts. And then that's where, you know, the selling your soul comes in, I feel like, in a lot of these scenarios. Because you just compromising your integrity for whatever types of gain that you could possibly get from it in some cases. And then on top of that, this is where it gets twisted, though. Though that may be true, that these people may want something from it and they just figure they gotta do it or they won't get it. It's just like when you start adding drugs to the situation, when you start drugging people, then it gets twisted. When you start putting muscle relaxers, like making them take muscle relaxers, and they clearly can't perform because they don't want to perform. They're not turned on. They not with the ish. They don't even want to be there. You inject them with something to make them get there, you feel me, and force them to do some ish. The ish is sick, man. Or in the Diddy scenario, allegedly, these things are taking place in the alleged Diddy scenario. You got the baby oil with the, what they say, the GHB or whatever in it, I believe it was called. So, or you got the spiked drinks and all that they talking about. That's what makes it sinister. Then, you know, flying them around here and there under the influence, you feel me? Sometimes forcefully, like walk away, you don't got no job, like, you feel me? Like, so very sick. But if you didn't know, now you know. That's what's up with Abercrombie. It's crazy. It's 2024 ish. Shout out Cat Williams again. He called it. This whole year has been wild, man. Look, and we ain't done yet. And allegedly, there's more. You know, there's more cases in the Diddy scenario. Who knows how deep this Abercrombie ish is going to get? Crazy world, man. To all those people with dreams, bro, who want to get into the industry, modeling, entertainment, music, just do it independently. I took the same route years ago. I found myself in similar predicaments. You feel what I'm saying? Where just, you know, just the idea of, you know, doing things that you're not really trying to do to be a part of a particular group of people and do certain things. You feel what I'm saying? To elevate your career. Like, it ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. That's what's up. How y'all feel about the Abercrombie-ish? I feel like it's keep the same energy type, you know, energy. And we gotta wait and see. We can't jump to conclusions, but the evidence, bro. That's where, you know what I'm saying? The evidence. Let's wait to see the evidence. And these indictments sound crazy though. But yeah, man, go ahead, give us a like, share, comment, subscribe. If you made it to this point in the video. And yeah, man, salute to all the subscribers. It's the homie Smitster 400. This has been Smitster Reacts. Signing out, man. Thanks for tuning in. Y'all have a good one. Owie.